Yo Dodgers Nation, buckle up because what I'm about to drop on you is straight-up league-shaking chaos. Picture this. The Los Angeles Dodgers, the undisputed kings of baseball, are about to unleash a spending spree so massive, so reckless, that it's got the entire MLB world whispering about a conspiracy to end all conspiracies. A bombshell report from Ken Rosenthal and Bob Nightingale just hit, and it paints Andrew Friedman as a mastermind plotting to annihilate the competition before the new CBA clamps down. We're talking $87 million freed up, targets like Kyle Tucker and Edwin Diaz, and whispers of a final go-nuts offseason that could redefine power in baseball. This isn't just news, it's a declaration of war. Are the Dodgers about to break the game? Let's dive in because if you're a fan of any other team you might want to look away. This is Dodgers Digest and I'm Jay Sanders here to break it all down. Alright, let's break this down step by step because the outrage is already brewing. Just yesterday, Ken Rosenthal dropped a report that's got fans, execs, and rivals losing their minds. He and Bob Nightingale are saying the Dodgers aren't just tinkering, they're going all in, aggressive like never before, because of the looming CBA changes in 2027. A salary cap? Stricter luxury tax punishments? The Dodgers are treating this as their last hurrah to spend like there's no tomorrow. And why not? They've freed up a whopping $87 million with the departures of Clayton Kershaw, Michael Conforto, Chris Taylor, and Kirby Yates. No rules broken, no apologies, just pure, unfiltered dominance. But here's the crazy part. This isn't rumor, it's stone-cold confirmation from insiders. Rival execs are already freaking out, calling it a threat to the league's balance. People are furious because if the Dodgers land these guys, they're not just winning, they're rewriting the script for how baseball works. Imagine the shockwaves. Teams like the Padres, Giants, and Yankees watching helplessly as LA stockpiles talent. This is why the public's erupting. It's not fair, it's not balanced, and it's got everyone questioning if baseball's elite are playing by a different set of rules. And let me tell you, the timing couldn't be worse for the rest of the league. With free agency technically underway but deals trickling in slowly, like Alex Bregman's wild February signing last year, the Dodgers are positioning themselves to strike first and strike hard. What if they lock in Tucker before the market heats up? Or Diaz before the Mets regret letting him go? The public reaction? Social media is a war zone. Fans are tweeting, Dodgers are ruining baseball, while others cheer, finally some real competition. But deep down we all know this could tip the scales irreversibly. Why now? Because the CBA's shadow is looming and Friedman's not waiting. This setup isn't just controversial, it's revolutionary and it's got the whole sport on edge. To understand the madness, we gotta rewind on the players and teams in play. First, Andrew Friedman, the Dodgers GM, the architect of their dynasty. This guy's a genius, folks. He built the 2020 World Series champs, reloaded for 2021, and now, with Ohtani locked in and Betts still a beast, he's eyeing a three-peat. But Friedman's no stranger to controversy. Remember the Astros scandal whispers? He's always one step ahead, and this offseason screams strategy. On the other side, we've got free agents like Kyle Tucker from the Astros, a young gun who's been tearing it up. Trent Grisham, fresh off a breakout with the Yankees after stints with the Padres. Edwin Diaz, the Mets closer who's been a firecracker. And don't forget Teoscar Hernandez, the Dodgers' own outfielder whose defense and bat are slipping. These aren't random names, they're pieces in Friedman's puzzle. The Dodgers? They're the richest team in baseball with a farm system that's elite and a payroll that's already insane. Rivals like the Yankees and Padres? They're scrambling watching LA poach their talent. This is about legacy, Friedman versus the world, and the world is terrified. Let's dig deeper. Friedman's history is littered with bold moves. He traded for Betts and Ohtani, outmaneuvering everyone. Tucker's Astros background? Perfect for Friedman who cut his teeth there. Grisham's Padres roots mean LA's scouted him extensively, think of the intel advantage. Diaz's Mets tenure? He's a reclamation project waiting to happen, and Friedman's done that before with guys like Jansen. Teoscar? Signed in 2021 for $14 million, he's been a cornerstone, but at 31 the decline is real. These backgrounds aren't coincidences, they're chess pieces in a grand game. And the teams? Dodgers. Hollywood glamour meets baseball brutality. Astros. Analytical wizards turned rivals. Yankees. Cash cows envious of LA's flair. Padres. Small market underdogs now talent donors. This background sets the stage for betrayal and brilliance. Who wins when titans clash? Now here's where it gets juicy, the conspiracy that's got everyone talking. Is this just smart business, or is Friedman orchestrating a league takeover? Think about it. With the CBA potentially introducing a cap or harsher taxes, why not blow it all now? Rosenthal quotes a rival exec saying the Dodgers see this as their last chance to go nuts. Nuts. That's code for domination. They've got the money, the intel, and the guts to outbid everyone. But dig deeper, why target Tucker and Diaz specifically? Because Friedman's been linked to these guys for years. Is he manipulating the market, leaking rumors to drive up prices for rivals while sniping deals? And what about Grisham? A Yankee castoff who fits LA's vibe perfectly. This feels like a bigger plan. Flood the roster with stars, grandfather them into the new CBA, and laugh as others get hamstrung. Fans are calling it a competitive imbalance bomb, and execs are whispering about strategic manipulation. If the Dodgers pull this off, it's not just winning, it's rigging the game. Are they the puppet masters? Or is this just paranoia? You tell me, but the evidence is stacking up. Imagine the whispers in the GM meetings. Friedman smiling as he outbids the Yankees for Diaz, knowing the Mets are desperate. Or planting seeds about Tucker to inflate his price, then swooping in with a monster deal. Conspiracy theorists point to the Astros connection. Friedman knows Tucker's weaknesses intimately. And Grisham? A plant from the Padres scouted relentlessly. This isn't random, it's calculated chaos. What if the Dodgers are colluding with agents to time announcements? Or using data leaks to scare off competitors? The outrage is palpable because it feels orchestrated, like a Hollywood thriller where the villain wins. Is baseball's integrity at stake? Absolutely. And if Friedman's behind it, he's not just a GM, he's a supervillain in cleats. Let's compare this to past Dodgers moves to see the pattern. Remember when Friedman signed Freddie Freeman for $162 million? Boom, immediate impact World Series ring. Or Mookie Betts. That was a heist that crushed the Red Sox. Now fast forward, Kyle Tucker is like a younger Betts, power, speed, elite defense. But Tucker's injury history? Echoes of Betts' early struggles. Trent Grisham? Think of him as a cheaper version of Chris Taylor, versatile, strikeout-prone but with upside. Edwin Diaz? He's the next Kenley Jansen, a lockdown closer who could replace the departed Yates. Compared to league patterns, this is the Yankees' old-school splurge meets the Astros' analytics edge. Rivals like the Mets blew it on Diaz last time, now LA's circling. And team behaviors? The Dodgers have always been aggressive. Look at their 2021 offseason haul. But this? It's amplified like they're channeling the 90s Yankees. If they land Tucker, it's a direct shot at the Astros rebuild. Conspiracy theorists are saying it's rigged, and honestly, the evidence is damning. Rivals are already plotting counters, but it's too late. This is why baseball's in shock. The Dodgers are about to prove money talks, and it screams. Let's expand. Compare Tucker's breakout to Betts' 2018 MVP season. Both right field wizards with 20 to 30 HR power. Grisham's strikeout issues mirror Taylor's, but his Yankee Stadium HR surge, 34 this year, screams park-adjusted potential, like how Freeman thrived in LA. Diaz's FIP versus ERA gap. Reminiscent of Jansen's early Mets struggles before Dodgers' magic. League-wide, this dwarfs the Phillies' 2022 spree or the Padres' 2023 gambles. It's not just spending, it's psychological warfare, echoing the Yankees' A-Rod signing that demoralized foes. Fans are drawing parallels to football's Patriots dynasty, cheating whispers included. Is Friedman the new Belichick? The outrage proves it. This isn't evolution, it's escalation. Alright, let's talk roster implications because this could reshape LA's lineup overnight. Currently, the Dodgers' outfield is a mess. Teoscar Hernandez is declining, his defense a liability. Remember that World Series gaffe. His bat's down too, .247 average, fewer HRs, RBIs tanking. They need depth, and Tucker's a perfect fit. Stick him in right, shift Teoscar to left. Grisham? Versatile as hell. Center, right, left. He'd add speed and pop without breaking the bank. Salary dynamics? Tucker's gonna cost a fortune. Think 8 to 10 years, $300M plus. Grisham's cheaper, shorter term. Diaz tops off the bullpen, pairing with Tanner Scott for a shutdown duo. Development concerns? Tucker's young, projectable. Grisham's strikeouts are a red flag, but LA's coaching could fix that. Positionally, this addresses holes. Outfield solidified, bullpen elite. But with $87 million freed, they're not just filling gaps, they're overhauling. If they go all in, expect trades too, maybe dealing prospects for more ammo. This isn't patching, it's a full rebuild on the fly. Fans are split, love the ambition, hate the imbalance. But if it works, the Dodgers could be untouchable. Delving deeper. Imagine the depth chart, Tucker anchoring right, Grisham in center for his speed, Teoscar in left as a DH option. Bullpen? Diaz as the ninth-inning assassin, Scott in the eighth. Salary-wise, Tucker's deal could eat $30 million annually, but with $87 million freed, it's feasible. Concerns? Grisham's K rate, 137 and 494 ABs, might persist, but LA's strike zone discipline coaching, think Ohtani's improvement, could help. Positional versatility means no bench weaknesses. Hypothetically, if they trade for a starter, this becomes a 110-win machine. But the imbalance? It screams dynasty, leaving rivals envious and enraged. What if Teoscar gets traded? Yes. This fit isn't just good, it's game-changing and the league knows it. Time for the scouting report because we gotta know if these guys are worth the hype. Starting with Kyle Tucker. Strengths? Dude's a 5-tool stud. Power, .306 BA, 30-plus HR potential. Speed, 20-plus SB. Elite defense in right. Weaknesses? Injury-prone. That June setback cost him a monster year. Projections? At 27 he's got 5 to 7 more prime years. Stats. 2023 was .284/.358/.517. Healthy, he's a superstar. Trent Grisham? Strengths, versatility, improved power, 34 HR this year, up from 17, solid OBP .350+. Weaknesses, strikeouts, 137 this season, average defense. Projections, at 28 he could be a 20 to 25 HR guy in LA's park. Stats, .218 BA but .349 OBP, 74 RBI, growth curve is up. Edwin Diaz? Strengths, elite closer, 1.63 ERA, 0.90 whip, 62 saves. Weaknesses, FIP a tad high, 2.28, but that's park/defense. Projections, 40-plus saves locked down for years. He's not giving up homers, only 4 allowed. These guys fit LA's mold, high upside, high energy. But the question is, can they handle the pressure? Dodgers fans, you're about to find out. Expanding, Tucker's WAR 4.5 in 2023, rivals bets. His exit velo 92 miles per hour is elite. Grisham's Yankee Stadium bias? Adjusted, his ISO .200 is promising. Diaz's K/9 11.5 is filthy but control issues linger. Hypotheticals, Tucker in Dodger Stadium? 35 HR easy. Grisham adapting? Strikeouts down 20%. Diaz with better defense? ERA under 1.50. Scouting whispers, Tucker's durability is the gamble but Friedman's track record, fixing bets, says yes. These aren't just players, they're weapons and LA's armory is about to overflow. Oh man, the league is erupting. Rival fans are furious. Astros fans cursing Tucker leaving, Yankees fans salty about Grisham. Mets diehards? They're begging for Diaz back. Media's calling it Dodgers dominance overload, and execs? Rosenthal's rival source is terrified. What? Because this imbalance is everything. Small market teams like the Pirates or Royals? Forget it, they can't compete. Even big spenders like the Yankees are scrambling. Social media's blowing up. Dodgers cheating the system. Friedman's a villain. It's not just outrage, it's envy. People are losing their minds because if LA lands all 3, they're not just good, they're unbeatable. Conspiracy theorists are saying it's rigged, and honestly, the evidence is damning. Rivals are already plotting counters, but it's too late. This is why baseball's in shock. The Dodgers are about to prove money talks, and it screams. Digging in, Astros Twitter is a meltdown, Tucker's ours. Padres fans feel betrayed, Yankees mock Grisham's upgrade. Mets? Diaz was our mistake. Media headlines, Dodgers plot to end parody. Exec reactions? Anonymous quotes, it's unfair. Fan outrage peaks with memes of Friedman as a Bond villain. Small teams? They're calling for CBA reform now. Even neutrals hate it. Baseball's charm is competition, not coronation. But Dodgers fans? Ecstatic, flooding comments with, do it. The divide is stark, the energy electric. Is this the spark for change? Or just more fuel for the fire?